Hey there, and welcome to today's Explainer. We are stepping into an absolute culinary battleground right now. If you've ever watched an anime where the main character faces just an impossibly fiery trial to test their absolute limits, you are gonna love this. We're following a prominent Japanese YouTuber and level 10 Google local guide, Noguchi Takeshi, into an epic fiery showdown. His opponent? Ichiran Ramen's legendary and honestly kind of terrifying 10x spice challenge. Let's get right into it and see what happens when a hardcore foodie pushes his taste buds and his stomach to the absolute brink.
So let's dive into this burning question. What actually happens when you sit down at Japan's absolute most famous tonkotsu ramen shop and order 10 times the normal amount of their fiercely guarded secret spicy sauce? Is it going to be a glorious victory of rich, delicious umami flavor, or will it end in a tragic, painful defeat for our brave foodie protagonist? If you know anything at all about extreme spice challenges, you might already have a guess, but Takeshi's journey is a roller coaster of euphoria and regret that you really just have to hear to believe.
Section 1, The Battlefield, Ichiran Ramen, Fukuoka.
Okay, we're setting the scene at the Ichiran branch in Dazaifu, Fukuoka, which is basically the holy land of tonkotsu ramen. Picture an anime protagonist stepping up to the dojo doors. That is exactly the energy Takeshi is bringing today. And the weapon of choice here? It's the hidden no tare, the secret sauce. At the heart of this battle is this fiercely guarded, aged, spicy red sauce. And guys, it's not just plain chili powder, oh no. It is a complex, masterful blend of over 30 different ingredients, centered around fiery, throat-tingling chili peppers. It is famous for bringing both incredible flavor and, if you're not careful, absolutely devastating heat. Now, before this epic battle can truly begin, our heroes gotta pay the toll. Takeshi expertly navigates the menu to secure a classic bowl of natural tonkotsu ramen for 980 yen. And of course, a kaedama, which is a noodle refill, bringing the base meal to 1,190 yen. And this actually brings up a really important pro tip for traveling foodies. Look out for those late-night prices. If you're craving your ramen fix after 10 p.m. and before 6 a.m., you're going to be hit with a late-night fee, bumping that standard bowl up to 1,080 yen. Our hero, however, is fully prepared for the costs of war.
Section 2, Forging the Ultimate Weapon, the Custom Order.
Once the toll is paid, it's time for the absolute most iconic part of the Ichiran experience. You don't just point at a menu and wait. You customize your bowl on a detailed paper slip, literally like a warrior carefully choosing their armor before stepping onto the battlefield. Takeshi's customization is bold. He goes with a strong flavor and an ultra-rich broth to combat the upcoming spice. He adds 1 clove of garlic, gets the sliced chashu pork, and requests his noodles ultra-firm, which is a huge favorite for tonkotsu connoisseurs. But check out this critical strategic move. Green onion? None. Takeshi insists on removing the green onions entirely so that absolutely nothing distracts from the pure, unadulterated flavor of the soup. Now that is the mark of a true ramen purist.
But here is the most crucial choice of all on that order slip, the secret sauce multiplier. This is where the magic, or honestly, the madness, happens. Takeshi boldly bypasses the safe zone, dials it all the way up, and circles 10x. 10 times the normal amount of Ichiran's fiery 30-ingredient secret sauce. The order is placed. There's literally no turning back now.
Section 3, the fiery taste test.
The bamboo curtain lifts, and the bowl arrives. It is glowing an intimidating red, looking way less like a bowl of soup and more like an active volcano just waiting to erupt. But facing this mountain of heat, Takeshi doesn't panic. Instead, he executes a flawless, completely tactical eating strategy. First, he deliberately avoids mixing the giant scoop of chili into the broth right away. He scoops the noodles directly through the fiery 10x sauce, taking the heat head-on. Second, he carefully sips the pure, creamy tonkotsu soup from the safe outer edges of the bowl to appreciate the rich flavor before it gets corrupted by the spice. He devours the chashu pork, and finally, showing immense respect for the dish, he commits to drinking every single last drop of that fiery broth.
And the initial result? An absolute euphoric victory. Takeshi reports back enthusiastically, quote, "Spicy, but delicious. There is umami in the spice. It's just plain happiness. Despite the blazing, explosive heat threatening to just melt his taste buds, Ichiran's legendary balance holds up perfectly. The rich, savory umami of the tonkotsu shines through the fire. For a glorious, fleeting moment, our hero is on top of the world.
Section 4. The Curse of the Secret Sauce.
Well, you probably knew there was a butt coming, right? Just like all epic anime storylines, unleashing forbidden power comes with a serious physical price. The high of that delicious umami starts to fade. His ultimate conclusion for the rest of us is a resounding, don't do it. Takeshi bravely, and let's face it, hilariously, shares the brutal aftermath of his challenge. He experienced severe stomach aches, relentless trips to the bathroom with diarrhea, and, he holds absolutely nothing back here, folks, an incredibly fiery, lingering hemorrhoid pain. The 10x secret sauce totally decimated his digestive system for the rest of the day.
But you know what's crazy? Our protagonist remains completely unbroken in spirit. Despite the utter digestive devastation, he brushes it off, saying, quote, "Even so, I still want to eat it." That's Ichiran. I am an Ichiran addict. It is such a funny confession of absolute addiction to the very bowl of ramen that just utterly defeated him. But hey, I guess that's the unparalleled magnetic pull of a truly amazing bowl of Ichiran ramen. So while Takeshi passionately advises us mere mortals to avoid the 10x challenge because of the intense physical pain, he vows to return to the Ichiran battlefield. However, next time, our wise hero is retreating to a much safer, significantly more peaceful 3x spice level. Just a smart, tactical retreat to preserve his love for the ramen and, to protect his stomach. So after hearing Noguchi Takeshi's triumphant yet wildly painful journey, the only question left is for you. Would you dare to test your limits and your stomach against the legendary 10 by Spice challenge? Or will you learn from our hero's hilariously painful mistake and stick to a much more comfortable level 3? Whatever you choose, just remember to watch out for those late night fees and maybe consider keeping the green onions. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Stay curious and happy eating.